Hi Libra, welcome to your general tarot tune-in. So we're just going to jump right in. Starting off your reading, you've got the Seven of Wands. So you could be dealing with some conflict, but this is usually like perceived conflict, projecting conflict onto others. So something that might not actually be real or reality, something you might not be actually encountering in the 3D realm. It could be like a fear of conflict, your own anxieties about some type of situation. So we're going to go into your challenge position, what's coming towards you, and your advice. And I will be reading reversals. So let's get a little bit nosier, my dear Libra. Wow. Okay. So in your challenge position, you've got the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Magician in the reverse. The Magician in the reverse can be kind of sketchy, so maybe using black magic. In the challenge here, though, you could be dealing with some like repercussions of thoughts. Some thoughts that you've had. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands, like grounding your reading. You could have a fear of like, you know, maybe you were dragged into a situation, and a situation maybe that really didn't have anything to do with you or concern you. My dear Libra, I'm gonna say this the nicest way possible, but you know, being a friend to all, at the end of the day, you become a friend to none. And I mean this out of the kindest place, out of my heart. I'm a Libra South node, so this is a big life lesson that I carry with me. You could be like getting caught up in some like drama, but like not even your drama, somebody else's drama. Yeah, the Four of Wands here and the Three of Wands. You might have tried to like manipulate a situation to work out in your favor somehow, like playing some kind of like political game or getting involved with like the wrong crowd, or like not even your crowd, just like, you know, it could be like you saw something that somebody else had and you wanted it, so you put yourself in the middle of an argument or, you know, a fight or something, trying to like gain the respect out of somebody, you know, and it's backfiring, and you're just like kind of walking around a little bit paranoid, like, oh, like when is it gonna come to bite me? Are they going to retaliate? I don't see this as like gang related or anything, but you almost have that fear of like looking over your shoulder, like checking your car, checking your house, like, is everything okay? Like, you know, is anybody driving by? You're a little bit paranoid at this time because you could have, yeah, you know, you want to see that everybody's like getting along and happy, you know. On the your gift is that you try to create harmony in situations, and I think that your long-term goal in this situation was to fulfill some like harmonious ideal, or like creating some type of connection or peace between opposites, but you're kind of like lost in the details, or got lost in the details. It's almost like the means don't equal the ends here. The means are a mess and you forgot what the ends are. So yeah, let's go into what's coming toward you. You've got the King of Cups, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Cups. So you are being called to admit some wrongdoing or defeat here. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse, you might have to like balance the scales financially, like pay somebody back something karmically that you owe, or actually pay them back financially. There could be like some financial loss that was accrued because of your involvement. This could be law related, you know, something to do with the courts, or, you know, somebody had to get a lawyer involved. You might be lending somebody money. Yeah, don't focus on your losses. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces as well. Somebody who is, you might be like romantically linked to. Somebody who knows how to like be in touch with their emotions. So they might be helping you throughout this situation. You could be very upset. Yeah, the Seven of Wands here. You could be like definitely in your feels, and you are seeking out the assistance and the advice of like, yeah, so somebody that's able to kind of like help you navigate this situation as you are like making amends, an apology. Again, you might have to pay some money back, or yeah, like it's almost like community service. Okay, Libra. Yeah, your energy is kind of like wonky right now. I'm having a little bit of difficulty picking up, but let's go into your advice. So you've got the Knight of Wands, the Fool in reverse, and the Queen of Cups. The Fool in reverse, you're not going to escape this situation until there are reparations made, until there's an apology and owning up of your mistakes. And that's not the easiest thing to do, but in order to move on or close this cycle, to begin anew, to move on to something else. I feel like you're just so desperate to like move on with your life, but you could be in a situation where you are like, this is your place of work, or this is your family, or these are people that you see on a regular basis. So you can't just like get up and leave. Yeah, you've really got the like need or the feeling of like, I want to pack up and move away. Unfortunately, that's not the reality at this time. You're going to have to own up to your involvement in this situation, and look at your, you know, what were your long-term goals and ideals what were the ends that you were trying to fulfill? And you could have gotten like mixed in with the wrong crowd somehow. You could have, you know, like, yeah, again, I feel like you were just trying to please too many people at once, and you just kind of got lost in the mix, and now you have to own up to the wrong that you contributed. I don't think it's just you in this situation that's at fault. I feel like it's like a group effort kind of thing, unfortunately. Yeah, so, you know, look very carefully at like, why were you doing this in the first place? Like, unless you're like a teenager who like really wants to fit in, there's a level of maturity that comes with adulthood that, you know, we have to face the music when we are getting involved in affairs that don't concern us, or meddling in things, or trying to manipulate an outcome by cheating a system, or yeah, just getting involved in things that are very like lower based activities, you know. And I feel like karma just like served as quickly as the situation unfolded. Like, it wasn't something like a few years later, you know. This is like you got caught in the act almost. With the Queen of Cups here, yeah, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. I am seeing like the King and the Queen of Cups. It could be like something like a cheating, you know, you caught somebody cheating, or you got caught cheating. But things got really messy, you know. It was almost like a he said, she said type of like group chat thing, and, you know, somebody leaked information and it was very compromising, you know. It got really, really messy. And instead of like, you know, just taking a step back, allowing people who are directly involved to deal with it, like, yeah, you somehow got involved when you didn't need to. Libra, this is tough love, okay? I'm not trying, you know, if you tune into these tarot videos, any tarot reader who like is giving advice, you know, general advice. A lot of the times it is tough love, and it is, you know, sometimes things that we don't want to see or we don't want to look at. And if it resonates with you, just, you know, take it as like, okay, like owning up to your shit, like paying your dues and then stepping back. Like, don't continue to stir the pot. Like, don't make it worse than it already is. The people who are directly involved or affected by this situation, like they have the worst time right now, and you as a bystander getting involved in any type of payback that you have to give for getting involved, like that's the easy part, you know, unless it was you that got caught cheating. I'm not seeing that though. I'm seeing as like you were more of like an outsider that got involved. Yeah, so Libra, let's get one card from the Divine Animals Oracle just to close off your reading. Yeah, this was kind of messy. It could feel very messy for you now. Yeah, you might be feeling like there's too much drama, and you're so like, you know, you love harmony, you love peace, but you're getting that like quick lesson, okay? Connection, Tarantula. The number 13. Yeah, you just have this like strong desire for connection, harmony. You might not like feeling alone too much, so you know that's why maybe you got involved, just for that like feeling of connection with others. But this is not the type of connection that you want. Like, this is just drama now, and you're seeing it for what it is. Okay, my dear Libra, I hope it resonated. Let me know if it did. If not, check out your other placements, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.